Well, welcome to this week's edition of Mainely Motorsports. And we're down here at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway as they kick off their 71st season of racing here at the famed Oval in Scarborough, Maine. And sitting next to me, maybe not one of the celebrities that's going to turn the wheel tonight and press the gas, but a local celebrity that has really taken to Facebook and made a name for himself, and that's Willie Davis. And Willie, welcome to Mainely Motorsports.
Thank you.
Now, Willie's a guy that a lot of old pictures, a lot of memories, and a lot of people follow him on Facebook and have a lot of fun with what he's doing. But you're starting your 50th year here at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway, and you go to a lot of races, but this is your home track.
Yes, sir. Been here since I was 4 years old.
4 years old. Now, that's 50 years of drivers. Now, some of you might not remember from the younger years, but who have been some of your favorite drivers over the years?
Homer Drew, Dick Walton-Hume, Dick McCabe, Jay Johnson, Mike Johnson.
Names that are synonymous with feature wins and championships here at the famed Oval. And now today, the sport has definitely changed. And if you're a guy that been coming here for 50 years, you've definitely seen the sport change. But who's some of your favorites of today?
Oh, Chris Gary, Jason Curtis. There's a bunch of, most of all of them. There's not too many I don't like.
Now, you used to come here just as a fan, but now because of social media, because of Facebook, you've met a lot of these drivers up close and personal. It gives you a different perspective of the sport, doesn't it?
Yeah, I spent all my time on this side, and this last few years I've met a lot of people that I've never seen before, and they're pretty cool.
And I think that's where the sport has changed a lot, is when we were kids, we sat in these grandstands, and guys like Homer Drew and Dick Walton, you mentioned, they were icons. They were heroes because we couldn't get up close and personal. But social media and in particular Happy Half Hour here has changed so you can get to know these guys on a personal basis. And some days I think that's helped the sport, but I also think it's hurt the sport because the popularity, it doesn't put these guys as iconic status as it used to be.
Yeah, I've matured a lot over the last few years. That just opened up to meet people that I've never met before. It's a lot cool.
Yeah, now you're a TV star. Now everybody can. I know you put some selfies up once in a while in the loader and driving your 3/4 ton GMC around the backside country of up where you live. But you're not a GMC guy, are you?
No, Ford.
So how do you have most of these guys that race are GMC guys? So how do you don't get no Ford guys to cheer for them?
Makes me special.
Makes you special. But well, thank you for opening this week's episode. Hope you enjoy your 50th year. Who are you picking tonight to win the three features?
23.
Farrington?
Yep. 20.
Pastore?
Yep. And can't think of the other.
All right. Well, let me tell you, I was going to put you on the spot, which I just did.
Yes, you did.
Those are the same two that I picked to win, and I'm going with Nate Levin and the Wildcat. So It's always a special night to win opening day, and best of luck to all of them. Thank you to Willie for helping us open this week's episode of Mainly Motorsports. And when we take a break, we'll come back, and we'll have some highlights from the feature action here at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Hi, I'm Scott from Scotch Recreation. We just had the biggest month in our history. Why? We're selling campers at wholesale to the public, even the 2019s. So what did we do? We went out and bought a bunch more. Up to 40% off travel trailers and fifth wheels, up to 35% off toy haulers, up to 30% off motorhomes. You'll never see these prices again. Over 400 campers to choose from, all at wholesale prices.
Scott's Recreation, Route 4 Turner and Route 202 Manchester, Maine.
We know Maine is hard on cars, so when your ignition won't turn or you lose your key, that just adds insult to injury. Why tow it? E-Keys for Cars technicians will solve your problem in your dooryard or at the mall and get you back on the road. AAA member? You should be. Your AAA locksmith coverage comes right off the bill. E-Keys for Cars, Maine's fast, affordable solution to your car key and lock problems. On the Auto Mile, Route 1, Saco.
E-Keys for Cars. Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
Wiscasset Speedway, Maine's biggest and fastest, with $5 admission every weekend and loads of family fun. Check us out at wiscassetspeedway.com.
Bentley Saloon, Route 1 in Arundel. Stop by and see why me and my friends say, who has more fun than us? We do.
Look out now. 79 on Adam Half the inside of the double field.
Well, we're here with the second fastest car in the Wildcat race tonight, but happens to be calling himself the winner. And I'm not lying, am I, Dave?
No, the 8 car was pretty fast.
Yeah, and Experience won that race.
Yes.
And Mike's got a lot of experience, but, and this is no disrespect to him, not the experience of challenge for a race win. You know, experience on the track. You got experience of running up front, so you know when somebody makes a mistake, how to capitalize. You made a couple mistakes. He stuck it in there. If those roles were reversed, you're going through. Mike wasn't, and you got to respect the fact the way he raced you.
No. I shook hands after this. It was a good race. Told me we had a good time, and it was. We got the early part. He got out to the front, and I was running behind him. I was riding. I knew 50 laps is a long time on these tires, so he just wanted to. If we get a restart, I knew I could get him on a restart, and that's what I did. I needed a restart. I got a restart, and then I could hold him off on the restarts after that.
Yeah,
once I got out front, I knew his car was better on the bottom. I just hold mine down to the bottom. It was going to be good. He got a little tight, about 10 laps to go. Started getting tight, and I had to use a little more brake getting into the corner than I did before. But the car was good.
Well, that's where the experience comes in, because you knew you needed to keep that car on the bottom, no matter what. Let him go around you. Slow it down to 22-second laps. Make him go around you. And but a great way to start. I know you've won on opening day before, but there's no better feeling to get a season started off on a high note. Now you just try to maintain that momentum.
No, absolutely. We'll be back next week. We'll make a couple of adjustments, fix a few things to make everybody happy, and then go from there. See if we're a little better. We can pick up 2 in a row.
No, exactly. So it's always good when you win with a car that's not the fastest, and there'll be nights where you will have the fastest car here this year. Now you got to back it up.
Yes, absolutely. We'll be back and see if we can get 2 in a row next week.
All right, that's a Wildcat winner. Start the season off here at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway. Dave Cameron.
Legendary race car driver Bentley Warren is putting Arundel on the map. When Bentley Saloon opened in 2004, it was just a little bar room on the side of the road. Today we have a giant saloon with live music, dancing, and great food and drink indoors and out. We're always looking to meet new friends and have a good old time. There's always something exciting going on at Bentley's. That's why we like to say, who has more fun than us? We do!
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
Don't deal with just anybody to seal coat your driveway or business this season. Call Black Magic. They bring over 20 years of experience in seal coating and crack filling. Black Magic's skilled team makes sure the job is always done right, on schedule with quality workmanship at a fair price. Protect your investment in your driveway by getting it sealed with Black Magic.
Ooh, Black Magic.
My name is Scott. This is Devin. We're the owners of Black Magic Seal Coating. Let us earn your business today. You'll be glad you did.
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your Maine returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Pat Man himself, just letting you know that Pat Man's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
Welcome to Mainely Motorsports.
To order a copy of this show, send a check or money order for $15, including shipping and handling, to Mainely Motorsports, 2 Main Street, Suite 17-103, Biddeford, Maine, 04005. And please add the show number in the description of the show.
All right, we're here with the Sports Series winner, and You've won a lot of races over the years, from go-karts all the way up, but today pretty special for you, huh?
Yeah, no, very special. Grandfather just passing away this morning, and in heaven now with my father, keeping him busy. So I'm sure they're both happy now, and I'm glad to pull off the win today for them.
No, that's a big deal, and anytime you can win on opening night, that's just no matter what happens. Usually everybody remembers who wins opening day and who wins the championship.
Very true, and you can't start the year off any better than a win. So got some work to do. I mean, Terra Merrill, those guys, they had the car to beat, so just lucky with a restart. And
yeah, you needed that caution, and it's funny how they come. You never know, and you had to feel good at that point, though.
I did, and I mean, just leading him a little bit on the restart, and then he spun the tires. I'm like, oh my gosh, this actually might happen. But and he was respectful and didn't move me there at the end, and came out with the win.
No, that's tough. You've been that guy with the fastest car and not winning. That's a tough one to swallow.
Yeah,
but good start for the season. You, the whole team. Bob Kraft, I know he's a big deal behind all this, and a big supporter of you.
Yeah, Aaron Kraft, without him, I couldn't do it. He pays all the bills, and a couple other sponsors, Bothell Service Center, Andrew Murray, my crew chief there. Without those guys, couldn't do it.
All right, well, wish you the best of luck. Good night for Brianna, huh, the wife? Her grandfather wins.
Yeah.
He's going to one-up you. He ain't going to let you have bragging rights in the family this week. But how fun is it to watch him, though, huh? Unbelievable.
He's absolutely incredible. Now my boy's going home with 2 flags. It's like acting like it's no big deal. I'm like, really? You just watched your great-grandfather win, and I won tonight. I'm like, you got it made, kid.
He's going to think that happens all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
But a great start to the year for you and your team, and wish you the best of luck as you try to go back-to-back in the championship in the Sports Series.
That's the plan, unless the wife says we're going boating some Saturday.
That's not a bad thing, is it?
No, it isn't.
All right, that's Joey Pastore, tonight's winner in the Sports Series over here at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway.
Football fans, have we got a deal for you? VIP Tour and Charter Bus Company is offering round-trip transportation to Gillette Stadium to watch the New England Patriots make another run for the Super Bowl. Ride in style knowing we're doing the driving. So if you've got a ticket, we've got your ride. It doesn't get any better than that. Just log on to VIPChartercoaches.com, click on the Browse Book Tour button, and book your trip today. It's that simple. Relax and leave the driving to us, and we'll leave the tailgating to you. Hi, I'm Scott from Scotch Recreation. We just had the biggest month in our history. Why? We're selling campers at wholesale to the public, even the 2019s. So what did we do? We went out and bought a bunch more. Up to 40% off travel trailers and fifth wheels, up to 35% off toy haulers, up to 30% off motorhomes. You'll never see these prices again. Over 400 campers to choose from, all at wholesale prices.
Scott's Recreation, Route 4 Turner and Route 202 Manchester, Maine.
Hi, I'm Johnny Wolf. Here at 21st Century Motors, we've been in business since 1972 and we take pride in our work. We have a large selection of pre-owned vehicles that are clean and ready. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. We're experts at getting your car financed, whether you have good, bad, or no credit. We purchase vehicles several times a week, so there's always plenty to choose from. Come on in and make a deal today at 21st Century Motors in Gorham or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Scotch Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scotch Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations and online at scotchrecreation.com.
Coming back in. He's going to take second away from Mike Rowe.
Another feature win on opening night for the legend Mike Rowe, and man, a good way to start the season off, huh?
It sure is. You know, Travis and Caruso and Mikey Fowler, they did an awesome job with the car. You know, I tell you, I'm a Jeff Taylor fan. He does an awesome job in these cars, and you know, they took it up there, and I talked to him about our Lexus car last week, and they don't fall off, and that's a big deal, you know. So between the crew doing a good job and Jeff Taylor getting the car ready, it's really, really nice to drive a car like that.
You know, when I was sitting up in the stands watching you tonight, you know what I think is the coolest thing, and you're going to be Mr. Humble and just shake it off, but a lot of people have been fortunate to watch 30-plus years, 40 years of greatness in you. You know, we're usually blessed with a guy in a 20-year run in any sport, but you got 40-plus years of greatness, and you're still, you know, young kids today, 9, 10, 11-year-olds are getting to experience what their grandfathers, and I know that shows your age, but getting to experience what their grandfathers and their fathers got to witness, and that is greatness out of Mike Rowe, and it's truly a blessing for a lot of people.
Yeah, you know, I just love racing, and I'm still getting the job done. I said when I stop winning, I'm going to quit. Well, right now I'm still winning, so I guess I'll be around for a while.
Yeah, I think we got 4 or 5 years left in you, but congratulations on another win. A great way to start 2019 off as you chase another championship here at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway, another championship for the Mike Rowe legend. Yeah. And wish you the best of luck all season long.
Thank you. And like I say, it's not me. You know, you got to have a crew that's getting the job done, and they get the job done for me today, so I got to hand it all to them. I just had fun doing it.
All right, listen, guys. The crew plays a part in all this, but right here is true greatness. And I'm not letting him say another thing because he'll take it all back. But congratulations once again to Mike Rowe picking up another win over here at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's co-worker owners who understand the importance of protecting your valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Servicing differentials is virtually impossible. The confined space makes fill holes difficult to reach, and industry-standard conical bottles are rigid and hard to squeeze. That combination makes for a messy job. Plus, you can't get all of the gear lube out of the bottle, so you have to buy more than you need to complete the job. And engineering your own solution only results in disaster. Not anymore. Introducing the new AMSOIL Easy Pack. Easily access hard-to-service differentials. Easily squeeze out all of the contents. And easily stay clean while you do it. No more leftover fluid or inconvenient rigid bottles. No more trouble reaching difficult fill holes. No more mess. AMSOIL Severe Gear in the new Easy Pack. The solution to all your problems.
Another first from AMSOIL. For a stocking dealer nearest you, call toll-free 877-761-8375 or visit fourseasonsynthetic.com.
Welcome back to Mainely Motorsports. Now in the house, the new president of the NELCAR Tour, and man, that sounds different to not say Terry Kirk anymore, but Michael Lenovich, and the new president of NELCAR. You've been around it for a few years, but you're bringing new life in there and a lot of changes, and welcome to Mainely Motorsports.
Well, thank you for having us on here and kind of going through what's changing and what's new and what we can kind of do for the legend community.
Well, you guys you played a presence at the show in Augusta. Much bigger presence at the show in Portland with your vendor space, promoting also your shop, Go Motorsports shop, and now you guys are off and running. You got a great 2019 plan, a lot of new tracks, a lot of new competitors, and a lot of new energy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're at least doubling our track count this year. Going to 8 different tracks. Like I said, we're hoping to attract a lot of out-of-town racers and hopefully have a lot of new people come race with us, have a nice welcoming atmosphere, and yeah, we're hoping it takes off for 2019.
Now, NELCAR and the Legends have been around for years. Obviously, it's sanctioned by INEX down out of North Carolina, and the same car races in Maine, that races in Pennsylvania, that races in California. So you have that distinct advantage. You have a big audience to draw from, but sometimes it's tough to get them to come. And now over the last few years, it seems like it's starting to creep back up, and people are starting to see the value of the product. And I think with the new change in management and the new ideas that you guys are bringing, I think it's just going to explode.
Yeah, no, like I said, I mean, we're definitely trying to listen to a lot more of the racers out there. We did some polls, we did a couple meetings, and tried to kind of ask for everyone's input. I mean, obviously the greatest thing about legend cars is you can take the same car that you're racing in Connecticut, New Hampshire, Maine, and all race under the same rule package. So you can race, a C-Conk on Friday night and come spend Saturday with us at Star. And that's kind of a little bit unique about Legends. And like I said, we're trying to work with everyone around. So if you had a car and a Legend car and you wanted to race 3-4 nights a week, you can definitely do that right around New England. So it's definitely, we're trying to work together, get the word out. Like I said, just trying to make it a nice, friendly atmosphere, and hopefully we welcome a lot of new racers to come with us.
Yeah, and I think I like what you're doing is you're keeping a lot of familiarity, because people for the most part hate change.
Yep.
But they like to see tweaks, and you guys are doing that. Attracting some new facilities to go to, some new ideas, and and then just trying to listen to the people. That's a big thing. Like you say, the polls. And what Miami people don't understand is INEX has the rules. It's not, you guys can't write rules. You can't.
Correct.
It's sanctioned, and this is the way it is. So just being able to enforce them, or have the ability to make some changes that might not have happened up here in the past, is a good thing.
Yeah, no, like I said, I mean, we're really excited for the 2019 season now. And, we know there's probably going to be some growing pains, but like I said, I mean, it's tough to kind of get a good schedule where everyone's, happy with it. But like I said, I think we got a great, like I said, with all going to 8 different tracks this year. So a lot of people are asking for more of a tour. So we're a lot of tracks in New Hampshire. We're going to Hudson this year. It's going to be our first race this Sunday coming up. So we're pretty excited to go there for the first time ever. And we're also bringing Bandoleros in, which is a new class that has never raced with the NELCAR Tour or never raced in Maine. Wiscasset's having a race with the Bandoleros, and those are part of the U.S. Legends, and we're really happy to have some new cars come race with us.
No, that's really big. And I know the Legends. It seemed like it was eons ago. It was probably 6 or 7 years ago when the likes of Johnny Peters, Reed Lamper, Evan Bullia, that crowd was coming through. They had huge car counts every week at Beach Ridge, every week wherever they went. And then it kind of suffered. Those guys took the next step. That wave of go-kart races wasn't coming in, and the car count suffered. But it seems like the last couple of years, it's now coming back up. You're seeing, guys like, your driver, Kevin. I mean, he's not a kid by no means, but he's found a home. He enjoys, someone like the Ed Gettys, guys like that. They found a home. They don't need to move on to anything. They found a home, and now it's how you make that to attract others.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I said, that's why we're most excited about the Bandolero cars, just because it gives someone a stepping stone out of go-karts into something and run a full-size racetrack. And like I said, then hopefully that translates into them transitioning to legend cars under the same banner. So like I said, I mean, we're the legend car dealer for Maine, and we're also the Bandolero dealer. So I mean, you get the same parts from the same people, you deal with the same INEX Tech guys, the same association. So like I said, hopefully it gives those 8-year-olds a chance to step up and then kind of have like a little feeder series for the legend cars. So we're really excited about that.
Now the huge change of now it's not Terry Kirk anymore. It's you guys with everything, not only managing the tour, but then being the guy to go to for the questions, for the tech and for the parts questions. And that's huge. That's you swallowed all that up rather than trying to divide it up,
Yeah, no, like I said, I mean, we came into it just originally, Terry was kind of looking to get out of it. So they asked us if we'd step up, and we did. And like I said, with that comes the responsibility of supporting it. And like I said, that's why we took over the dealership. And like I said, we're just trying to give back as much to the racing community as we can, especially with the legend cars. And yeah, like I said, it's going so far so good. And like I said, we're pretty excited.
What are some of the things other than that you're most excited about of now being in charge and heading them into that next stage?
Yeah, just hopefully the new experience. We're just trying to hopefully get people that are welcoming and hopefully have an open mind, come and race with us. Like I said, there's a lot of cool things about legend cars that locally just I think a lot of people don't understand or know about. I mean, I think last year you heard Rutledge Wood interview Joey Logano right after he won the championship, and the first thing he says, from Bandoleros to Legend Cars to Sprint Cup champion. I mean, I think that sets the pace on, you know, how big Legend Cars is throughout the country, and how once you kind of get on the bandwagon, I mean, I know we're just Nelcar, but all Nelcar is just an avenue to hopefully organize your fun in Maine and New Hampshire, and hopefully you take that and can go race, you know, the Nationals in Vegas or North Carolina, or go road racing, or do whatever you want to do with it. We just hopefully would like you to come race with us for a little organized fun up here. So.
No, and it sounds like you guys are well on your way, and I know something I'm excited about is the fact that you guys are involved in one of the biggest weekends of the year up here, and that's Oxford 250 weekend, and to be able to bring a Legend car, and you might not be the main event, but you know what, you're on the same ring that the heavyweight battle is in, and that's pretty neat to be included in that.
Yeah, no, like I said, I mean, we're excited about the new tracks coming along. Oxford actually reached out to us and was asking, you know, if that's something we'd be willing to do. We obviously welcome them with open arms, and I know we were talking about trying to do maybe like a little tri-track series there. I definitely think we'll end up doing that, and yeah, we're trying to make something of that's really cool to be on that level with all the other cars and be a relevant series, and you know, that's the kind of fun things that you can do with a Legend car. That you know, hopefully we have some people come down from Canada and join us, obviously from down south. So it should be a fun little weekend.
No, I think so, and I think you guys are on the great path to like I said, not to bringing Nelcar back because it's been there.
Yeah.
But new energy is always usually positive energy, and I can see it in talking with you, Mike. And we're going to take a break. When we come back, talk to the driver, the number 19, that brings another avenue to it, and which I really think will help is we got a successful driver out there that's now a part of the organization, part of running the organization as a vice president, obviously a big part of the Go Motorsports shop, that can help some of these young learning racers and their crews and to find success. And I think that's going to play a bigger part than most people realize. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here with the driver of the 19, Kevin Gerard.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
I'm Melinda. My husband Steve and I operate E-Keys for Cars in Saco. E-Keys is family-owned with over 20 years in the car key business. Need an extra key? We promise to provide the best quality at a good price. Walk-ins are always welcome with no appointment ever needed. You'll be in and out in minutes. And yes, E-Keys still handles emergencies. But why wait? E-Keys for Cars, Route 1 on the Auto Mile in Saco.
E-Keys for Cars.
Hi, I'm Johnny Wolf. Here at 21st Century Motors, we've been in business since 1972 and we take pride in our work. We have a large selection of pre-owned vehicles that are clean and ready. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. We're experts at getting your car financed, whether you have good, bad, or no credit. We purchase vehicles several times a week, so there's always plenty to choose from. Come on in and make a deal today at 21st Century Motors in Gorham or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
Wiscasset Speedway is back, and we have the cure for your need for speed. Maine's biggest and fastest proudly presents 8 featured divisions, including Pro Stocks, late models, 4-cylinder Pro Stocks, modifieds, and more. Plus special features throughout the season, including the Nelcar Legends, the Wicked Good Vintage Racers, the Nema Midgets, Enduros, and more. All this fun, all this excitement, all for just $5. Wiscasset Speedway, West Owner Road, Wiscasset. Online at Facebook and WiscassetSpeedway.com. Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Four Seasons Synthetic. See them for all your AMSOIL product needs. Well, welcome back to Mainly Motorsports. Now we're here with the Vice President of Go Motorsports, Nelcar Legend, all of that. I mean, a lot of titles here, but first and foremost, you're the driver of the 19.
Yep. Yeah, I've been racing since 2012. It kind of just started, me and Mike and my dad got a car, and it's, snowballed into a lot of different avenues through that.
Oh yeah, I would say, having your own shop now, and then, being on the board of directors of Nelcar, and but it's good to give back, you know what I mean? And I call that giving back, going to be way more successful having guys like yourself who are successful on the track, part of making the packages that work and the rules package, and you're very well respected amongst the competitors.
Yeah, I mean, I hope everyone thinks that. We have a lot of fun racing and stuff, and we've had a lot of success and, wins and championships, but now, we're focusing on, selling the parts and keeping the tour healthy and having fun on that side of things.
Now, it sounds like we're talking to Mike. The tour is healthy. You know what I mean? We're not having to find people. People are now wanting to come and race, so that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, at the end of the year last year, we tried a few different things that we hadn't really done maybe for a long time, and it gained a lot of traction. Then this year, after we did some polls, like you guys mentioned earlier, we changed some of the rules and pretty much are setting it up, as Mike said, to be inviting for people from, Connecticut, Canada, not just a few locals. We want 40 cars every week, however many we can get. So.
And we opened the show at Beech Ridge talking, about the racing there and all that. And that's a track that you guys have been part of their Thursday Thunder program pretty much since inception, and just another avenue. It gives, Mike mentioned about, the Triple Crown Series possibly doing something with Oxford. There's guys that can't race 40 times, but there might be guys that say, you know what, I want to see where I stack up in the points. I can come to Beech Ridge and race 11 times, and so that's kind of been like an offspring to now what Nelcar is.
Right, yeah, I mean, with Legends, kind of, as you guys said, you can take it, you can go race across the country, you can just bring it out this weekend and race, you can race, I mean, in New England alone, you could race, 50, 60 times a year if you want. I mean, Austin raced probably 40, 50 times a few years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Beech Ridge, it's great, 'cause some people just want to run, on the weekdays, they want to have their weekends, they run that. Some people want to run just weekends and not weekdays, some people run both. You just have so many chances with Nelcar. I mean, I think between Thursdays and the tour, we have maybe like 28 races. So, I mean, there's all kinds of options for people to race.
And then you can go find more. You know what I mean? Those are the ones you have. That's not counting New Hampshire Motor Speedway and other tracks. And I think Seekonk runs them on a weekly basis. And yeah, so there's a lot of opportunities to gain those national points. And I think that's what's ironic. You don't hear that in other series. You might finish 8th in a race, but you might win your division. Talk about that.
Yeah, so in Legends in general, you don't see it as much up here because we're all racing in one group. You might have 20, 25 cars. But in reality, within Legends, there's 4 classes. I guess you could say 5. Bob Weymouth would definitely make me say 5. Because you have Young Lions, which is anyone 15 and under. Then you have the Semi-Pro class, which is anyone 15 or 16 to 39, kind of starting or, just an average driver. You have the Pro class, which is anyone within that same age range that has, excelled in Legends and gets promoted to that. And then you have the Masters class, which is 40 and over. And that's, the older guys and stuff. But it's nice to recognize the guys within each class because, you might be, 52 years old and you might have finished 5th to a couple 25-year-old, diehard racers. But that's still pretty good to be, beating all the other guys within your class. So. And
then not so much on the Nelcar side of things, but in the INEX, the national side of things, those guys get recognized for their points. So, they're following on a weekly basis to see where they're stacking up against guys at their division throughout the country.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's, people race up here, and then when we go down south, we all split up, to different classes. We went down to, we might go down to North Carolina to race the road course, and we might have, 4 people from up here all not raced against each other, all in their own class. And and it's nice down there because then you're going against who you should go against. We work on some guys that race the road course as well, and up here they might be running top 5, and they might go down there and be fighting for the win because they're racing against their group. And working all year for points and stuff, it makes it a lot more rewarding when you go down there and can race against your your group and be competitive that way.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the shop. You know what I mean? You guys, I know you started this last year, about a year ago or so. You Go Motorsports has been going around for a few years with the race team, but now you're selling parts. Now you're reaching out to the racer and trying to assist them, and you're really the one-stop shop for a legend up here in the Northeast, or at least Maine and New Hampshire. But talk about the shop and what you hope to achieve and accomplish with that.
Yeah, I mean, we just obviously we have a passion for legend cars, whether it be racing them, working on them, selling parts from it. It's all fun to us. And we really just like supporting the local guys. Mike obviously on his end, you know, he doesn't race, he likes working on the cars. I like racing them, I also like working on them, so we kind of have just, you know, found different ways to use all that. You know, we've been working on other people's cars for a few years, doing that, and then, you know, started selling parts. And then, you know, around the same time we became president, vice president of the tour. You know, we bought out Terry and stuff, and everything was cool there. And now we're really just supplying pretty much all Legend parts up here. And at the same time, we're able to, you know, give people advice and help people out. And you know, they might not even know what they need for certain parts, and we can kind of help everyone.
Well, that's, you know, and I know that's possible. There's guys that get into that type of racing. I call them go-kart dads or soccer dads, you know what I mean? They don't have a lot of mechanical ability, but it's the next step in what they want to do. And, you know, to have somebody like yourself, Mike, and you know, and Nelcar's always been that, with Terry and Ed and all that. But, you know, it's hard when, you know, you're talking to a 17-year-old kid or a 16-year-old kid and Terry's trying to explain something to them, and, you know, they're not going to, you know, they might not respect that as much as they're going to get it from you because you're the guy beating them.
Right.
You know, Terry was a guy out there and doing his part and being a part of it and all that. But you're the guy out beating them, and for them to get at your level, they're going to have to listen to you.
Yeah, I mean, now that we, you know, obviously we're selling the parts and stuff, and we're just, it's such a different mindset going from, you know, just being a racer. Like, we used to just race and all we wanted to do was win, and that was our focus. And now that we're selling parts and we're, you know, running the tour, we really just want to help everyone out and make the series fun, because we want to go race with a bunch of cars and everyone to have fun. And yeah, we're very approachable. I mean, it's, like I said, we've changed over the years. You know, we're not so diehard anymore. We like having fun. And, you know, we did a setup class, actually. I think it was in February when we got back from Charlotte. And, you know, Mike, obviously, he's the brains of the setup stuff. And I think we had, you know, probably 20 or 30 people there. We gave them all setup sheets to kind of get their cars close. And, you know, Mike explained how to do a bunch of different stuff. And, I mean, that to us was really no benefit. You know, we're just trying to help everyone out and you know, get them all on the right path so they can all have fun just like we do.
Yeah, so somebody that, you know, and I find it hard to believe that somebody could be watching this and doesn't know about Go Motorsports and what you guys are doing, but what's the best way to get in touch with you guys, the shop and or online, or however they want to reach out?
I mean, there's so many ways. I mean, right on Nelcar's website, Mike and I's phone number are on there. You can message us on Facebook, me personally, or through the Go Motorsports page, the Nelcar page, our email. I mean, any way you want to get to us, you know, at the tracks, you know, we're pretty much going to be we're going to be at every Nelcar race, obviously, and we're at other tracks in general. So any way you want to reach us, that works.
No, and the season's coming. You guys finally get to open, hopefully, this week at Hudson, which they've done a phenomenal job. And, you know, some New Hampshire tracks, obviously main tracks, big presence at Wiscasset, you know, Oxford, and then, you know, the Thursday Thunder program that you guys have, you know, or Nelcar has been a part of since its inception.
Yep. Yeah, as Mike said, you know, we got a lot of different tracks this year. Hudson's one that I know a lot of people are excited to go to because, you know, everyone likes those little quarter-mile tracks. So we're excited to open up the season there. You know, we were supposed to be at Wiscasset, which was awesome, but that rained out. So we'll be opening up at Hudson, a new track. I mean, you know, most people don't even know what the gear is yet. So it's going to be new for everyone, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
No, we're excited, and anything we can do here at Mainely Motorsports to help promote not only Nelcar, because it's got a special place in its heart, because we spent 2 years with that Nelcar family, but what you and Mike are doing with Go Motorsports, you know, please reach out to us, keep us posted, and we'll see you guys at some tracks, some races, and really looking forward to it, because, you know, there ain't nothing better than going to a race and having 25 to 30 Legend cars out there zipping around and watching guys cut through the field, and, you know, and knowing that you got different levels out there, and sometimes that guy has that career day, or that girl racing against 30 cars, and, you know, and what people fail to realize in racing, and you know, that great day could be an 8th place finish.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you're in a 30 car field and you're an 8th place finish, and you're topping your class for that day or something. Those are the things that Nelcar offers, and really looking forward to 2019 with you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back, and want to thank Mike and Kevin for coming on and talking a little bit more about Legends, and like I said, and Kevin said, very easy to find them. They'll be at the racetracks. Obviously, Beech Ridge, Thursday Thunder, they're always down in the back pit area. But some of these other tracks, reach out to them. If you're looking to make that change in racing, and the Nelcar Legend Tour is very affordable, very professional, and very fun. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here on Mainly Motorsports.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good. It's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's coworker owners who understand the importance of protecting a valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Looking for a great time, great people, and great food? Then visit New England's #1 biker destination, Bentley's Saloon, owned by legendary super-modified driver Bentley Warren. Bentley's is a biker bar that welcomes everyone. Staying in the area, Bentley's has their own full-service campground right on site. Tuesdays, Bentley's Cruise Night attracts car enthusiasts from all over New England. Located on Route 1 in Arundel, Bentley's Saloon guarantees a great time. Check out the fun at BentleySaloon.com and see why Bentley says, who has more fun than us?
Well, as we wrap up this week's edition of Mainly Motorsports, I can't thank Kevin and Mike enough for coming in and talking about the changes to the NELCAR Legends Tour and all positive changes. And, you know, myself personally, I want to thank Terry Kirk, you know, for all he did for a lot of us. You know, me in particular for 2 years with Alicia. A lot of guys came through the ranks, used Legends as a stepping stone to get into the next level of cars, whether it's a Sports Series, Thursday Thunder, you know, the super late model seems to a lot of today's stars in the super late model ranks came through the Legends, and Terry Kirk, Ed Getty, Bob Weymouth all played a major role in that, and I can't thank them enough, and looking forward to working with Mike and Kevin as they try to not reinvent the wheel, go to the next stage and make things exciting for the NELCAR guys and all the drivers. So really excited for them. Race season, we're into May now, and tracks are kicking off every weekend. As you saw earlier in the episode, we're at Beech Ridge, which me and Willie consider our home track. I love them all, though. Every track, it feels like home to me. Can't wait to make an appearance over there at Hudson. Ben Brzezowski, we heard from him a couple weeks ago. All the work he's put in turned into a big supporter for our Dream Ride racing program. They had their first event this past weekend, and there's a lot of positive comments, a lot of people excited about what's going on over there at Hudson. And we've talked about on numerous episodes what's going on in the state of New Hampshire with the 5 tracks all working together under one rules package. And, you know, there's always bumps in the roads, but I think it's going to work, and I think they got 3 young, vibrant track owners. You know, Norm Wren III, new to the game. Ben Brzezowski, new to the game. Bobby Weber Jr., now doing it single-handedly without the help of his dad. And all 3 of them doing a great job. Got great support systems with Jeff Zeidemer. Bobby's had a staff over there, for years. Joe Bassett at Lee. So I think big things are happening. We've already seen them happen. And I'm excited about what's going to take place in 2019 out of the state of New Hampshire. So congratulations to all of them and looking forward to it. A little shout out this weekend. We always talk about, and I always say, a great day at a racetrack doesn't necessarily have to end up in victory lane. Obviously, ending up on the podium, it always helps good. And I want to throw a shout out to Pat Man. You see him on the commercial all the time. Pat Man's Redemption Center, big supporter of us at Mainly Motorsports. One of our longest running scroll sponsors, and has been for years. I went to school with Pat's dad, Craig, and Beth. They're just great people. If you think back a few years ago, we did you know, the special thing for the young girl that was caught up in a fire, and Beth really stepped up and made some connections and made her have a special and great opportunity down in Loudon with her family as she got to meet her hero and her favorite driver, Dale Earnhardt Jr. So great supporters of motorsports, great business people, and support a lot of people. But Craig's been, you know, really trying to get the handle on the street stock Wildcat, you know, the last couple of years. And you saw us do a piece with them at Loudon. They woke up Loudon morning and said, hey, we're going to race. And they weren't even in a garage. They just wanted to be a part of it, and grabbed a couple guys, went down, got some tires, and went down just to be a part of Bobby Guptill's New England Short Track Showdown. And this past weekend over at Oxford, double features, and picked up a second and a fourth, and might not be a win, but from where they have been the last few years with struggling with the car and leaning on some people for support and never giving up and working hard and never pouring me in it. Great day at the racetrack for the Pat Man's Redemption number 27, and congratulations to Pat Thorne, and hopefully a win's right around the corner for those guys, and we'd love to see it and thank them for everything they've done for us on Mainly Motorsports, with the TV show and keeping it going. So great job to the number 27 over there at Oxford. Keep it up and keep going. Double header weekend at Oxford. Unbelievable how they got the program in and in a timely manner. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about going to a race and having a great time. We don't got to be there all day and night to get our money's worth. We just want to see good racing in a timely manner. And, Mike Mayberry and Tom and the entire staff over there this past weekend did exactly that. Same with Wiscasset. Finally they were able to kick their season off, and Group 1, got their race in. This week it'll be Group 2. As they get right into their season. They got the big Coastal 200 coming up just a couple of weeks away, and mark your calendars there. Some heavy hitters are going to be rolling in there. Pays pretty good, nice stuff, nice hardware, and that facility is just warm and friendly, warm and fuzzy. We got to get Ken Minor. Ken, where are you? We got to get you in here. We're going to talk about it. Season's here. I know it's snuck up on us, but want to hear what you have to say, some of the highlights, some of the improvements, some of the big things happening at Wiscasset Speedway. So hopefully Ken reach out to us and come down and sit on with us for an upcoming episode of Mainly Motorsports. An event that's coming up in a really less than a week now, as you see this, that I'm really partial to. The May Madness over the Lee USA Speedway. As we kick off the 2019 season for the Dream Ride Racing program, driver Jacob Dorr be in attendance with his super late model, gold level sponsor, Advanced Gas Distributors, the Wren family, the silver level sponsor, Kayam Hot Dogs. So if you're down there, see us, stop by the trailer, meet some athletes, some Special Olympians. They're going to be having a great day. Come see us, have a hot dog. We're just going to have a great day as we kick off and really take this into the next gear. The whole fundraising program with the Special Olympics, Bazzuto's Inc., Hometown Foundation, Mainly Motorsports, the Dream Ride Racing program kicks off their season May 19th over the Lee USA Speedway. And, keep marking your calendars. It's coming close. The Bentley's All Eras Race Car Show, June 5th over there at the Bentley Saloon. You saw us there last week over there for the Mainly Motorsports kickoff to 2019 season. Well, now it's time to get over there and get ready for the All Eras Race Car Show. So anybody can bring a go-kart, a race car, a drag car, a street car, a race car. I mean, we really push the race car side of things. I don't know. I think the Mobile Museum will be there. You'll see vintage cars. You'll see legends walking around. And last year we gave away a signed Bentley Warren plaque by every competitor that was there. And this year we want to do kind of the same thing for somebody. You got to see who it's going to be and show up and bring your car and put on display. So really a lot of fun. Pro All-Star Series in action this week over there at Star Speedway. And once again, Star Speedway always puts on a great race with the Super Late models. Bobby Weber and his entire staff over there do a great job, and it's always a fun one to be at. It's short track racing, and it's here. Get out, support your tracks, support your. I know Oxford Dragway is opening up very soon. Winterport Dragway, New England Dragway. Going to have the Outlaws show there, Street Outlaws. Just so much taking place and so much happening all through New England, and we encourage everybody to get out and not only support the supporters, that support the tracks, support the drivers, support the teams. Just do your part to support short track racing. And then don't forget New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Support them when it rolls around in July, and, pack the place. Let's pack the place. And, we as short track racers need to do our part, support them and support NASCAR, and, putting some people in the stands there and making NASCAR realize that it's not dead up here in New England. We still love what they do and cherish, that level of racing. So I hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. Thank you to Willie Davis. 52 years he's been going to Beech Ridge Motor Speedway, and just opening out the season. Find him on Facebook. Send him a message. Tell him he did a good job. Tell him he can smile once in a while and enjoy what he does for short track racing. As a guy that's not turning any laps, stepping on any pedals, or holding any steering wheels, but he does a lot for short track racing, just like all you racers do. So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. We'll get Amy back next week, see what her take is, and she's down to Hudson this week, and I really can't wait to hear about the facility and what Ben's done. So until next time, we'll see you right here on Mainly Motorsports.
One step at a time, don't be living on the line. I don't need a friend, I got more than on my mind. Sunshine in my brain, making everyone complain. Radio in the heart, don't be being so strange. Think I'm losing it, baby, where have you been? Everybody says that you're moving again. I don't wanna be right, baby, every single night. I could tell you a thing about taking your time. It's making me nervous, yeah.